Hello. Hello, hello. This is going to be a movie. Yes, I decided just to go with it. I should probably be in bed, but I'm not. Fun fact, if you go shopping and you buy like a whole bunch of plants, I don't know, they like give you energy. I went and bought I went plant shopping today and got about 7 plants, and they are everywhere and I love them. And I'm filled with lots and lots and lots of energy, but not like I feel tired, but I'm not tired. I don't know. So I'm gonna wait for some people to get in here. It is late. Hey, Jean, welcome for coming in. I did message Jean for everyone to know. Hey, Luminous Starseed. And I got a hold of Jean to see if she was up and if she wanted. This is early for you. Oh my gosh, it is. It's kind of late for me. Not really, but kind of. But welcome in. We're going to have fun with it. I hope you guys all enjoyed the eclipse. I almost missed it. I was shopping and walked outside and I looked up and oh, it was so bright. I didn't have the glasses on, nothing. And I looked away and I was like, oh my gosh. Because I didn't even pay attention. I was with one of my clients today actually when I did it. And she was like, oh, the eclipse. And for some odd, strange reason, I just looked up and yeah, I seen spots for just a few minutes. And then I took my camera and I took pictures of it from behind me. So yeah, you were working. Oh, it was so sunny here. I'm doing good. Pretty good, Luminous. How are you doing? Oh, wow. Yeah, it was pretty. Hey, Amelia, welcome in. It was pretty sunny here where I sit. And I did see it get a little darker. I did see the darkness, but see, I wasn't in the path of the total eclipse. So we seen, but you were able to see, you were able to tell. It was definitely something. So it was good. And it's still been very, very wild energy. So it's wild. And I think that's why I did some planting, buying the plants. And I mean, I seriously think I bought 7. I did. And they're so beautiful. Like, I wonder if I can show you guys one of them because I put one of them right here. It is a dragon. Let me see. Oh, don't fall. Ouch. It's a dragon fruit and it's not supposed to bite you, but it did. It poked me. Hold on. It is the cutest, most adorablest little thing. Let me see if you guys can see it. See, it's all smiley. It's got little eyes and a little nose on the pot plant. It is adorable. So that's one of them. And I got so many more. Okay. Anyway, my little fun fact. Let's get with the story. Let's get with the energy and see what's going on. It was fun. So yeah, let's see. All right. Ooh, tragedy. Okay. So for some reason during the pre-shuffling, I picked this one up and I was pre-shuffling and then I seen it. The reason I picked to do this one first is because as I was pre-shuffling the middle of it, it looked like a bunch of like little plants and it said today. And I was like, okay, I guess that's the one. Hey, Christine, welcome in. So that was the one I picked, or this is the one I picked. So, all right, let's see. Angels and guides. Those are the highest good with the messages. Let's see what we have going on for the nightly. Yes, for the Moonlight. What do we need to know, please? What can you tell us? All right. Wow, that's pretty shuffled up. Okay. All right. What do we need to know? That's odd. That goes my refrigerator. You can hear it clunking. Well, it wasn't really clunking. I don't know. Okay, what can you tell us? Wow. See the little flowers. That looks like lavender. I bought some dried lavender today too. Let me see if you can see that. Anyway, on the table, offer, proposal, or commitment, eh? So something's on the table. Just like an offer is on the table. Right. It is very heavy, Anelia. Very, very heavy. Yes, I couldn't. It is heavy. So there's an offer on the table. Can I get one more from this deck, please, to find out a little more from this deck? Would it maybe unconditional, genuine, certain, in love? It's like, what? Something's like unconditional. It's genuine, it's certain, and it's love. It's like there's an offer that's on the table. Somebody you might, okay. There's like running, somebody's like racing and running to avoid something. And then there's Archangel Michael. Wow. That's kind of crazy, if I do say so myself. Wow. So somebody is like, wow. I'm stuck. Okay. There's an offer on the table, a proposal. It's a genuine offer here. And I mean, you have this vehicle here. It's a vehicle. Somebody might have a red vehicle and they're like racing or they're running and avoiding something here. And then you got Archangel Michael right there. And what is this? Getting what you want. Blending something. You might actually be like, well, I was going to say you could be blending. The Empress. Oh my goodness, the Empress. Oh, I mean, it's attractive. And it's abundance and happiness, and it's the Empress. I don't want to say it like the Empress little red Corvette. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It's you've got the Empress here who is like trying to be the one to make this offer. She's unconditional. That's what an Empress is. She's unconditional. And Hierophant in whatever this type of situation is. So tell me about the racer here. What can you tell me about that? The Sun. Unexpected. Magnet. But that's feminine energy. With the Sun, though. And the proposal. Restoring harmony. Okay, I'm confused. Ball and chain. What? I feel like I just got so confused. Balance. Grasshopper. What is this? What do we need to know about this situation here? Okay. What is this with this unconditional? What is that? Six of Wands. Like, congratulations. Being recognized, a victory. You get what you want. That's my whole point. But then, so maybe what it was that you were trying to get or trying to achieve, it's Five of Cups, though. That's unwelcome change. The Magician and Wheel of Fortune, but it was supposed to happen like that. I don't know why. It's like something that was on the table that was unconditional. Maybe because it's like for the Empress, it wasn't. Maybe this is like the whole thing where it's like, you know what, this wasn't really what I thought it would be. Do you know what I mean? And then, okay, so what's the Hierophant? Why is the Hierophant here? Something might happen between April and May. The Tower, 7 of Coins, 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, 2 of Coins, and 9 of Wands. The Hermit. This feels like, okay, I want this, I don't want this, I want this, I don't want this, but then it's like, oh man, it's like guarding yourself from what it is that you wanted. This feels like putting it out there to spirit, like I really want this, and then when it starts to show up, it's like, I don't know if I really want this. But it's a wish that you wanted, or it's kind of like you're being, I don't really want to say tested. I don't want to say tested. It doesn't feel like tested, but it feels like guarded. 10 of Swords, something's ending. The final chapter. Ace of Swords, 5 of Swords, 10 of Coins. What am I talking about? Justice. Ace of Swords. Hey Paola, welcome in. It's like shifting the energy of to, it feels like, okay, let's see, let's back up this energy some, because this is like what? Almost like you're guarded, thinking and believing that you're not going to get a wish fulfillment. So it's like a balancing act, trying to like balance everything out. Then you move really fast into Hermit, right? 10 of Swords, which is like it ends. And then 9 of Coins, Ace of Swords, but then it's 5 of Swords, 10 of Coins. This feels like don't sabotage. It feels like slow down because it's coming. And it feels like the truth is that there's awareness to slow down. Don't react too fast to thinking that something is over. The Moon, because you don't see the transformation. Because you don't see the transformation just yet. It's like just don't be quick to, I heard, make rash decisions. Wow, and I just looked over and it's 12:12 on my stove. Unexpected end. But there's going to be balance here. It's just delayed. It's kind of like if you think or feel like something is ending, it's a sudden, unexpected change. You've got Temperance and the Hanged Man. Whoa, seriously? I just flipped them in my hand. Temperance and the Hangman. So that's like, both of these could be talking about looking, okay, so it's like Temperance, tempering it out and looking at it from another viewpoint. So if something does end right now, it's kind of like maybe it ended for the right reasons. And then you've got effective communication with it. Okay. Okay. All right. So if something did happen where it felt like it was 5 of Swords, sabotage, or like somebody was like, this is like winning without even caring. And then it's like cut off like something that was going on for a long time. There's going to be there's going to be like something's going to develop, some communication that's going to heal it with the Star right at the right time. And it's a gift. Like it feels like an expression or gratitude. Like somebody's going to come forward and speak. Because here there was like it was unconditional here and manifesting. And that's what the Empress does. She's giving and stuff like that. And it's kind of like, I don't know if it's the Empress that's feeling like, why, just kind of feeling down, reminiscing over the past, reminiscing about what this was, recognizing what this was. The Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like beyond someone's control of what this was. Okay. And it's kind of like spirit, because the Hierophant and all of that, it's like, it's learning something here. Okay. So then what's going on with the Racer? What happened? Oh, I needed to shuffle that. Sorry. I just go right into digging. All right, so what's happening over here with this racing? Queen of Wands. Ten of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Or Knight of Pentacles, Four of Swords. It's like something, it ends, what? So Ten of Swords, slowing down, no action. Four of Swords, Four of Coins. King of Coins. Knight of Wands. High Priestess. Somebody, that's what I mean. They're racing. They like race to something. Justice, fair, balance. King of Wands. Three of Coins. I don't know. Like somebody like ran to something and like this, I don't know. It feels like running. That's a whole lot of energy. It feels like running into something and you it already ended or something like that. And then instead of taking the time, like for no action, then it's like holding on to like something, but there's two kings in this, which would be fine because there's Nine of Pentacles. There's Five of Swords. And then they end up walking away. Yeah. Five of Swords, Eight of Cups. It's a lesson to learn. Page of Cups. 3 to 4 weeks. Whoa. Super disappointed. Super disappointed. I don't know who this is. Whoever like runs. It's like, they're disappointed. It's like they get ball and chain. They're like chained to something and they don't like it. Okay, Seven of Swords. Yeah, Seven of Swords all day. Like, nope. The grasshopper, it's like it's a risk. Did the grasshopper come out? I thought it did it. I don't know. Did I say grasshopper? Why did I say grasshopper? That means like a grasshopper. It's like good. The star. It's like healing. Don't worry. But it's also could be like a risk. King of Swords. The Sun. I was asking about the grasshopper. But over here, no, that's not over here. I know what it means. I can't think of it right off the top of my head, but it's basically the grasshopper is like, it could be too that, especially if you're asking about it requiring on this side, it is somebody's hopping around. But it feels like in this deck, it's like, don't worry. And moving on. Feels like moving on. Man. Stalemate. The World. There is a C and then transformation of where they belong. I don't even know why I just pulled all those cards, actually. Well, see, do you see how the energy is? Hey, Evera Tarot, welcome in. It feels like there's a masculine, whoever the running is, they're running to avoid a situation. Oh, I didn't ask about, okay. Let me ask about what this Archangel Michael card is about. Let me pick these cards up first. Oops. I'm going all backwards here. There. Okay. So let me see. What do we need to know about that? I mean, if that's talking about like protection. Like you're protected. There's protection here. Prevented from harm, divine intervention. Okay, so what is this with the Archangel Michael? Please, Spirit. What can you tell us? Isolation is for your protection. Separation is for protection. There's new hope. And wow, the hummingbird. And then communication. There's going to be some change in some communication here for whatever this is. But it feels, I mean, it's birds and hummingbirds. You might see some. Okay. Birds and hummingbirds. You might see some. Okay. I just don't even know why you just said that like that. Okay, so tell me what the tarot, please, what Archangel Michael is trying to say here. 10 of Cups. Aww. And Knight of Wands. You're protected. Your family is protected. Look at that. That's a knight. And he's like full armored here. Full armor. And then the 10 of Cups is family. It's your happiness is being protected. Like the separation, if you're going and dealing with a separation, it's because it's for your protection. And wow, and my ring started to come off my finger. Look at that. And it never does. Weird. Okay. Okay, so then feeling stuck. 8 of Swords. 7 of Wands. Page of Swords. If you think that you are being blocked, see how she is, like, even here. But at the same time, yeah, like all tied up and stuff, but really you're not. But then even look at this. There's a page here, Page of Swords, with a knife that can cut you out of that. But at the same time, it's like being blocked. You're like in this thing being blocked from anything. It's like there's a force around you that's like protecting you. Oh, is it? Oh, it is. Yeah, it's 12:22 here too, Christine. Wow. It's 10 of Wands. It's heavy though. And 9 of Cups. And the Magician, your wish, and then the 6 of Cups. It's walking away from the past because I just seen the 8 of Cups too. But it's kind of like Wheel of Fortune, 2 of Cups. It's like you're being protected. So your wish that you want to have come in, this thing you're trying to manifest, can come in. 2 of Pentacles. Or I just looked down and seen the 5 of Pentacles. But the 2 of Cups, you might be feeling like you're left out in the cold and you were left and forgotten about. But no, you're being like protected from something. You're being protected from something. Whatever it may be, it'll be different for everybody, but it's like you're protected from this. 7 of, just have some patience. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, the Empress. You have so many options. You might be confused, but then you've got the Ace of Cups. You're so loving. It feels like you're so loving and you deserve the best in return. And it's like you're being blocked. 9 of, no, that's Page of Pentacles. High Priestess. You're learning right now. I feel like I'm all over the place. His negative Nancy attitude. Right. You're being blocked from that. But then it's like a Page and the High Priestess. You're still learning too about like even your gifts. This feels like your gifts and stuff. You're still learning. You're still being a student here. And Temperance is here. The Emperor. I just split the deck and got the Emperor. So it's like it's going to happen. It is. It's a long time coming. But you might be coming into some more of your gifts. And it takes solitude to You know what I mean? Enhance them is what I really want to say. In temperance. It's temperance. And then you've got the emperor right there. So it's like you're not forgotten about. You've got an emperor there. You do. You do. It's just they need to learn two, three of wands. They're coming. But this might be justice. This might be that they need to balance themselves out. If the Empress is already there, wow, and I split the deck to shuffle, and that literally is the Empress. The Empress. She's already there. It feels like she's already there and has learned a lot. And it's like, Six of Cups from the past. Things from the past, things about soulmates, things about all of that. I know. I totally know. Because I'm telling you sometimes, like, even yesterday when I was pulling, and remember, I think you got a hold of me and you were like, oh, that soul shrinker kind of threw you. It did, because you can feel it. And sometimes I don't want to know. The Lion and the world and the thoughts and the stalemate and the Empress. Oh, man. It's a gift. It feels like, sometimes it does feel like that. It's a gift and a curse at the same time. It is. Because sometimes you just don't want to know. Settlement. Somebody might be waiting on a settlement too. I just seen the settlement card. Like it's coming in. Anybody's waiting on a settlement? It's coming in. Okay, so did I finish that? I think I did finish that. Okay, so what else do we need to know about anything for this year? What do we need to know? What do we need to know, please, Spirit? Generally for the collective, what do we need to know? Confusion, rose-colored glasses, illusions, confusion, and the sun, and deception. Oh my gosh. It's like seeing clearly. It's like taking the glasses off so you can get the clarity. Well, I mean, there's that. You might know somebody who's very tempting. Wow. Ace of Air. They might be decisions. They might be, which is true. A lot of air signs do not make decisions easily. But you've got air, which is Ace of Air, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then you got decisions. And it's like confused and deception, temptation, and the sun, and the whip. Oh, man. Seriously, we need to know about that. There's tension. Waterfall, which is emotions. And okay, so there's some tense emotions around something that's not being seen. Wheel of Fortune. It's out of your hands. And now it's paralysis. Yes. And the magnets. And the heart. And the snake. And wow. Somebody is not being honest about how they feel. No. There's the magnets here. So if you feel a certain way about somebody, they absolutely feel the same way about you. They're confusing. And it's like, it's too tense. The emotions are way too intense. But it's Wheel of Fortune and the magnets. No. I heard no. Not doing that. But you've got the Anchor and Sea. Or not the Anchor, that's the Archer. And then like secretive, miscommunication. They're like, somebody's like a squirrel, prepared for anything, not knowing. I just want to be like, nope, not at all. Because something doesn't, but it's unconditional. And they're detaching. No. See, I told you. No. Oh. So the Empress energy is like, nope. Detaching finally. Oh. I heard finally. It's time. The Tower. Like, whoa. And the world in this. Whoa. The world in the. Oh my Lantas. It's the Emperor. Okay. My head just went through a whole swirl. What? It's like, I mean, because it's like, okay. It doesn't feel like this one is putting, it doesn't feel like she's going to go silent. She's going within. She's gone within. The Empress has gone within. I don't even know why I grabbed this deck. I just did. It's like, it's the time. The time is for this Tower now. The world is like a completion. And this man, this Emperor masculine energy here is clarity. Time to, okay, take time to think about your situation to gain clarity. I told you that's even what this was right here, the confusion and deception. It's like there's some clarity that needs to come out. Synchronicities, oh my gosh, and then confusion at the bottom of the deck. Bees. A divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicities. Wow. Oh my gosh, I almost dumped them all. And then this is how it fell. Love, trust, and confusion. And Rick rekindled. Yeah, well, I think that someone's had enough in this situation. It's just like, That's crazy. But it's like, it's time. This Tower is like unstoppable. Emotions. This is, I don't know. This feels like it's too much. It's way too much. And then the butterfly. What? Embrace the change. It's time to be. It might be that the Empress has finally been like, nope. Nope. Because that's what I was saying. Like, nope, I could feel it. Where it's like, no. No. And this is saying like a time to be open. It's almost like, I don't know. This might be, you might be like seeing, look, there's 2 yellow flowers right here too. I don't know what that means, the yellow flowers, but they're both yellow. Yellow is, I mean, it's bright. The Tower and third person and the church. Well, in the church. I don't know what this is. It just feels like a time to be open and inspiration. You might be seeing like little creatures and noticing synchronicities and things where you're like, wow, the sun and the Fool. I mean, I don't know. It feels like, and then there's a proposal right there. You might be discouraged because it feels like what this energy feels like is like, you know what, this has been going on for a long time. My palm is itching. My palm is really seriously itching. And it's like, I heard, wouldn't it be nice to, and it's like she was all, for that for a long time. And then it feels like once the Empress gets to a point where it's just like, no, I'm just going into hibernation. And it puts this one in a place of looking at something. What are they looking at? Because there's a decision here. The past, lack, shadow side. Wow. Disharmony. I just seen disharmony. It's kind of like it. I don't know how to speak on that. It feels like something big What is this that's happening here between these two? What is this? It's like confused and deception. It feels like somebody's just at a point where it's like, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to confuse and deceive my own self. I heard I owe that much. That C, 7 of Wands, the High Priestess, 9 of Material, and Justice. This almost feels like I need to block myself for myself, and then like coming out in a different way. Seven of Wands is normally blocking off. The High Priest. Oh, didn't I just say that my palm itched? And look at that right there. She's sticking that right in her palm. And it was. I don't know what this is. It just feels like there's someone that's just like, It feels like having to like really push the light on for someone to see, and it's like done. But you've got like the 9 of Materials, which is the 9 of Pentacles. That's the single card, Justice. Oh, wow, I get it. Okay, so Justice could be like something that's like in something here where it should be something that's partnering, but study doing it by themselves. Like trying, it feels like having to force something, and it feels like I'm doing it on my own so much and trying to get the light to shine through, but I'm the only one doing it. And it feels like then this Empress just stops. What's going on with this Emperor then? Ace of Material, Strength, Queen of Inspiration, 6 of Hermit, Wheel of Fortune. It feels like they sit down and they go in too. They go in for some inner light as well. They look at something from the past. They go within, and then it's like a Wheel of Fortune moment. Okay, so that's probably what their decision is. And the World. And then they move forward. That was the domino effect. And 6. They move forward, and it creates like a domino effect. And then something is realized, and they regret something. 5 of Cups. It feels like when they figure it out, they go back to this one, and it doesn't pan out how they think that it is, because it's different. It feels like it's different. Queen. Ooh. She turns away. Look at that. She's got like ravens all around her and turns away. And then you've got the 2 of Pentacles. It feels like this isn't going to balance out anymore. I see that. Look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, so now that makes sense. Look, at the start of this, there was the confusion. The glasses were rose colored. Now at the end of it, no, I see clearly now. It's almost like, no, this isn't going to work anymore. Like, no. 7 of Pentacles. You took too long. No. That's what that feels like. Like, no. Like, I've been wounded. This is the 9 of Inspiration. This is like defensive, but this is also like, no, it's like the wounded warrior. I mean, she doesn't feel wounded. It just feels like, yeah, see, I'm holding on to my power. Death. Death. Like, that's the change. I'm not going to sabotage my happiness any longer. That's what that feels like. Wow. So it feels like that's what happens. Someone's just like, I'm not going to do that anymore. It feels like it feels like a little too late. That's really unfortunate. 9 of Cups. Yeah, it does. It really feels like that. It's like, wow. 3 of Pentacles. Like, I mean, and it's not kind of like that. Like, this one would have, I mean, there's still a lot of emotion there. Okay. So don't get me wrong. It's unconditional without having to have it's unconditional. Yes. Without having to be conditions there. But this is almost like an Empress is like, I don't know. I just know. That's what it feels like. Like, no, I'm an Empress. I should be treated as such, especially if you've treated this one like an Emperor. I deserve to be treated like an Empress. And this just feels like the deception and the confusion is like no more. And it's like very empowering when it's spoken. And then this one has to, their decision, wow, is they go through the shadow work, the moon energy, the past, the lacking, the suffering, and they've got assistance here with spirit guides as well. They do. And it feels like just being more open and transcending in unity. I mean, I don't know if it'll work out, but during this phase, oh, the feminine, look at that feminine. Does not, it's like, no. Wow. I'm not even going to ask that. Freedom. Yeah. It's like freedom. You wanted freedom. You have it. You have it. You have all the freedom in the world. See, sometimes with people, if you give people like, I used to say that, like even in like relationships, when I used to be in relationships, it was like, no, I don't, because I would never do that to like try and keep somebody in. I always have done that where I give them a rope and it's up to them whether or not they want to, what they want to do with that rope. You have full range. Many though, they hang themselves with it. There's only so many times that something can happen with someone until it's like, no. You know what I mean? It's that's like that whole thing. And angel, wow. Ancestors, like your ancestors have probably been trying to teach you that for a while. That's that whole your kindness, don't take someone's kindness for a weakness type of thing. It feels like that. It really, really honestly does. Like, it's like, no, I can't. I keep hearing that in my head. Well, in my head, but I keep hearing it. I can't. It just feels like I just can't anymore. So it's not like this happened and the Empress didn't try. I mean, even an Empress gets tired. Because if an Empress is constantly giving and giving and giving and giving and not receiving anything back, the Empress is supposed to receive. The Empress is supposed to receive, and the Emperor is supposed to be the one to take the action on whatever type of situation this is. This could even be a job situation that I'm speaking of, where you're constantly there putting in all of your effort, and your boss is like, well, no, I'm not going to give you a raise. Nope, I'm not going to, I'm not going to do that. And it's like constantly doing that. But try me. I possess meanness. I am nice. Right. Yeah. It's kind of like it sucks when that happens because eventually a person will be like, I'm done with all. And then they close off and it's not bitter. It's not being bitter. It just, because even with the Empress, especially with it being an Empress energy there, she's not closing off and being bitter. It's just kind of like, I want to give to myself. And I can't keep going through this especially with that one, because if you're an emperor, whatever the situation is, an emperor and an empress are on the same playing field. It's supposed to be equal. perfect alignment on the energy and how each other are treated. And if one is not doing that, they're not. And this one, the Empress knows she's an Empress. That's the thing. And it feels like got tired. Right. Exactly, Jean. Yep. All right. Any further last things? I don't even know why I grabbed this deck. This wasn't the deck I was going to use. The Hierophant. Queen of Wands. And that was the lesson the whole time. Really? Standing in your power, finding your worth. Showing, we teach people how to treat us. That's what it is. All right. So last thing. Lastly, what do we have, please, Spirit? What do we need to know last for this reading? This is the feline. Delays. Getting something right. Somebody's back might be hurting. I always say that with this card. Somebody might be leaned over. Okay, anything else? Getting something right. Tidying up loose ends. Somebody might be tidying up something. Trying to close something out. And, wow. Love given is love received. Somebody might be watching somebody else just getting wow, like glowing. And they don't like it. And then you've got that truth and clarity, big energy here. With the roar, it's like big energy. And it's kind of like, what's this person's problem here? What is their problem? They look grumpy as everything. Like super grumpy watching. What's going on with this one? They're curious. They're curious. They're seriously curious. And they're just watching. I don't know why I keep wanting to be like, why are you looking so hard? Okay. And the obstacles. Oh. Huh. And the sun. This one here is really in their ego. And solitude and pride. Yeah, pride. That's probably why they're grumpy. They're like grumpy. And they keep trying to get something right and it's not happening. And they're watching this one glow over here. The bear. The message. Hangman. An opportunity. What's going on with this one? This one's like watching, like, it feels like watching someone like succeed and like being enlightened. So what's going on with this one? I mean, she's glowy. Stalemate. Refusing to compromise. It feels like needing to, though. No. The mask. But she's glowy. It's kind of, oh, I get it. It's like, if you can't give me the same loving energy, this feels like the same thing that I was just talking about. It's like balance here, and the process of arrival, stepping stones, all of that. It's like trying to be balanced and everything. And if somebody is like refusing to compromise, they're being stuck, doing a stalemate and hiding behind a mask. It's like this one's just like, I'm over here with my little creatures. This could be somebody who's like just out in nature and just loving it. And there's something here that's being shown. Forward movement. It's a ship going places. Changing. Oh, fruitful. Hidden. And wow, this one here, this glowy one with wings is like super, super like illuminated. Wow, because that's what it is. Love given is love received. It's the same thing. She's enduring. Purpose driven, determined, the Fool and the Star. She's a healer and will continue to be a healer. And if someone doesn't, there's like someone's blocking this, and it feels like because they're crabby. It feels like they're crabby, and that's why they're doing it. And they're just, it's a projection. They're in their ego. And this one's over here, like, I still have to work. Oh, definitely getting a new perspective on the third person, too. And removing some unwanted stuff. It's unavoidable. Clean it up. Like, should always be reciprocated when people agree to be together. Right. Forward movement. And the Magician. It's like, okay, I'm just going to remove all that and just move forward. And that feels like what's happening. Detaching. Injustice. If something is not equal and balanced anymore, it's like, okay, that might be what's going on, especially right now during this time with the eclipse and the retrograde and all of that. It's almost like things are like being shown to where it's like, no, like the deception. There's been so much deception, and that's been going on. Like I really did. I did a reading earlier, and it was for like 3 hours, and there was so much going on. And then even earlier today, I did one, and it's happening with a lot of people, even with my personal clients. It's like something. It's like this one. It's like she's still glowy. She's admired by many, and this one's trying to figure out why. I heard she has a good heart. Wow, sudden increase. And the Sun. Wow, discovering, seeking the truth and balance. All this one wants is balance. Something reciprocated. And it's like it's not like she would shove this one away. It's kind of like if you have the same, you will receive the same. Yeah, if you were curious, that's what it is. And then see, effective communication. That's all it is. And collaboration. Being in tune with others. It'll happen. So somebody's trying to get it right to figure out why is this one so glowy and all of this, that, the other. It's like the energy has to match. Sylvanius here. What is that? A mask is gonna be revealed. Somebody might actually find and figure something out during a dream. You've got that right there with Penelope Dreamweaver. And then she's holding the sword there. Somebody's mask is gonna come right off. Man, somebody is super stubborn. Fearless. There's a purpose to this. And restraining themselves. Somebody is restraining themselves from seeing this. They don't want to. Their belief system. They don't want to see it or believe it. And then there's the Ring, though. And the World. It's like when they do, they cannot believe it. When it's, wow, did you see that? And then look, lucid dream right there. You have telepathic communication with this person, and these two came out together, the man and the woman. Partnership in the world. It's like a responsibility, a duty. I do not know why. It's like something is being revealed. Wow. It's wild energy with the roar. That's wild, big, huge energy. It feels like somebody's bubble gets burst. Like, Hey, did you know? Wow. That's what this is. And it's kind of like somebody's trying to get something right really, really bad. And it's like they figure out, like, you just had to be good to this one. And it's not like they weren't. I'm not saying that they weren't. It's just they ended something too quickly. To tree. Mm, over the squirrel. That's like secretive, miscommunication, prepared for anything squirrely. The energy is all over the place, all over. And it's kind of like, oops. I heard oops. Which is like, oop, shoot. Getting something right and just I heard speaking out of turn. Wow. The tower. Wow. And coming back around. Emotional. This has been developing for a long time with that wine there. And then overcoming the difficulties. So it feels like after all of this, somebody's going to come back and you're going to overcome the difficulties. It will be over. It'll be overcome. It'll be fair and it'll be just. This man. Yeah, it's like, see, in this one, I heard, please forgive me. I know not what I do. Please forgive me. Wow, you're going to get a message. Yeah, you're going to get like a green light or some form of a message. Innocent beginning, the star, healing, transformation. It's the devil. They want to move past devil energy. And then the bird. It's whatever the miscommunication is, it feels like you're going to talk it out. It feels like a negotiation. See the mice? It feels like talking. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of what that feels. The fox. And the Wheel of Fortune, though. It feels like before this happens, you're going to constantly see a bunch of synchronicities. It really does. Initiation, going to the next level. It could be 9 days. Wow, and then the fawn. Understanding the nature. Hey, KP. Oh, you missed all of it. No. How are you doing, KP? We had to come back live. Oh, I was done pulling cards and I just pulled some. Wow. You may think that this whole entire union here with the mixing of not mixing, but this, wow, and the communication. Whoa, I guess we really weren't done. Oh, it's morning there. Oh, it's late here. It feels like this is an impossible situation. It's trying to avoid something might be it feels like this is so it feels like either someone's being impossible or the situation's being impossible, but it's achieving the impossible. And you've got this union here with just a little communication. Feels like just a little communication. It's morning for Carrie and will be for me in 2 minutes. Oh, is it? I woke up a while ago. It is almost 1 a.m. here. Okay, so what's this communication? It feels like somebody's in they're wishy-washy. Somebody's being wishy-washy on decision making. That see, and then they're hanging. It's the Hanged Man. The full moon. The mountain, the obstacle, and the magnets. And see, there it is again. Oh, it's rising above it. And then there's that communication right there. And the man. You might see, because I've seen the man twice. If this is just one person, you might see 2 different energies from the same man. Right. Yeah. But it feels like trying to rise above something. The Hermit. This is it feels like being supportive. It's a dog person in your life, dependable, all of that. And they're getting some clarity. And wow, they recognize something right at the perfect time. Goals, all of that, success, a victory. This person wants you to win. Third person. They're separating from another person. Wheel of Fortune. And the Heart. Forgiveness. I told you there was something about synchronicity here. That literally is saying synchronicities again. And then with the Heart here, I'm seeing forgiveness more than anything. Forgiveness. The Mice. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like, I don't know. If you block your energy or something like that from this person, it makes them like sit down or something. Death. It changes something. The Fish. Making stable changes, though. You're expanding, especially money-wise. And wow, overcoming everything. And there's the Grasshopper. There it is at the bottom of the deck. Wow, that's weird. She asks, oh, is she still on here? Christine. It means a leap of faith, easy going, don't worry, moving on. Prosperity. A change in direction too, and luck. There's a change here for someone. Since September. You know, I heard from a couple people, a couple of my clients over the last couple of days. You know what they said? Because I thought it was funny. They said, I put them in the freezer. And I was like, how do you put somebody in the freezer? Oh, I found out. I was like, whoa. Yeah, I didn't really know that. Yeah, to get somebody off and out of your energy. Yeah, see, to detach. They put them in the freezer. I was like, should I be alarmed? But it wasn't like that. It was like, there's a way to do it. I was like, wow, I laughed so hard. It was hilarious to me. Like, wow, okay. I didn't know you could actually do that. That was funny. All right. Oh, the Snake. I thought it was done. The Snake, unexpected end, communication. Believe in your power. Yes. By the full moon, you will have communication again. Light bulb. And the Empress. Somebody wants to restore harmony with you, especially if you had a falling out. They want to communicate. If there was anything that was deception or, yeah, see, toxic devil energy, somebody wants to come and talk. Yeah, see, they're being guided to double rainbow. So, yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to, see, I told you they're being guided. I need to stop touching the cards. I could do this all night and I can't. So I'm going to leave this here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a very long one. Oh my gosh, we went over an hour. Wow. So I'm going to leave this here. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for staying on this long. It was a long time. And I appreciate all of you guys. I hope it made sense. And I will see you guys tomorrow for a daily and for questions tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. And I appreciate you guys all so very much. Bye, guys.